Last weekend started off normal enough. My brother Dave showed up at my apartment with a grocery bag full of ramen noodles, a suspicious amount of duct tape, and that glint in his eye that meant trouble or, worse, a new life hack phase. I should have known something was up when he started YouTubing top 10 genius ways to make ramen at 8 a.m. and mumbling things like kitchen appliances are just suggestions, not rules. I figured the worst that could happen was another smoke alarm incident, but Dave was determined to expand his culinary horizons. And probably the definition of food poisoning. Things took a turn when he declared, "Why use a stove when you can use a coffee maker? It's efficient." He marched us all, me, our friend Jess, and my dog Max, down to the local Starbucks, because apparently, corporate coffee water just tastes better. While Jess distracted the barista with a complicated order, "I'll have a venti, soy, half CAF, extra foam, no cup, please," Dave whipped out his ramen and attempted to shove the noodles into the coffee maker's water reservoir, mumbling something about infusing umami into the espresso cycle. The barista looked like she was either about to call the cops or offer him a job. By the time the coffee machine started sputtering out what can only be described as noodle broth with a hint of dark roast, a small crowd had gathered. One guy started live streaming on Instagram. The manager stormed over just as the machine made a noise that can only be described as gargling regret and promptly ejected a clump of ramen onto the floor. Dave, unfazed, tried to pass out samples, insisting it was the next big thing in fusion cuisine. Jess whispered, "We're going to be famous, but for all the wrong reasons," as Max licked up the mess with the enthusiasm of someone who has never tasted shame. Needless to say, we were escorted out and given a lifetime ban from Starbucks. Now, every time I crave a caramel macchiato, I remember Dave's words, "If you can't stand the heat, get out of the coffee maker."